Hello, you guys. How is everybody doing today? I am very, very excited to talk to you guys about what we're going over for a number of reasons that we're going to dive into. As people hop on, though, I want to show you what I'm wearing as normal. I'm stuck here. Don't want to screw up the name. All right, I'm wearing, this is the men's sweatshirt, you guys. How cute is it? This is the men's Sonoran red texture sweatshirt. This is the one that came out in like this kind of pinky color. It's more of a salmon. I shouldn't say pink. It's more of a salmon color, corally color. And then it came out, what other color, you guys? It came out in kind of an oatmeal color. And then I think a blue black color. Think. Anyways, super, super nice. Really premium material. Look at the stretch on this. And it does have like a nice little texture and it's kind of heathered too. So it's got all the goodness in it. I'm wearing a size small. Let's see if I have jeans on today. I always feel like so wrong when I have my jeans on, but you can kind of see I have it tucked in. Super cute. Okay. That give enough time for people to jump on. Hello. All right, you guys, let's get into this. Like I said, I'm so excited to talk to you guys about this because I feel like right now it is so important that we not only know how to answer all of these questions, but we feel comfortable answering them. We feel confident when we get these questions. And I know we've gone over this before, but a lot of times we get weird sometimes when we're talking about the business opportunity. And I think some of that stems from feeling like, oh my gosh, what if I get a question I don't know how to answer? Okay, there's a fly buzzing around. So we're going to go over all of it today. And I want you, as I'm going through these, if you have a different way to answer these, if you have a different way that you approach this, please put it in the comments and share it with us. I know we're in two different groups. So, I'll try to read them so we can all hear it if you're not in the same group that the comments happening on. But I think it's really, really important that we do kind of share this stuff and get different approaches. This is one method. This is one way to approach it. So as always, please share. Please share. All right, you guys, diving in here. It's no secret right now what's going on in our economy, right? Inflation is happening. It just is. Costs are going up. Minimum wage requirements are going up. What happens when all that combines? Businesses are shutting down. A lot of brick and mortar companies, at least around here, I drive up and I'm like, oh, I was here yesterday. And then I drive up and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're no longer in business. They can't always afford these costs that we're incurring. It's important to look at that because what happens when costs continue to rise is people need more money to sustain the lifestyle that they have been living. It is estimated, you guys, that inflation is costing an average of $4,000 to $10,000 a year. Okay, more. If you're going to keep the same lifestyle. All right. So keep that in mind. On the low end, that means it would cost an extra $333 on average a month on the low end. And on the high end, an extra $833 a month on the high end. Okay. I'm in California. We're probably near that mark. Okay. So keep that number in mind. If you just let's take a average of those two, and even on the lower end, you're looking at approximately let's just say for simplicity's sake, an extra $500. Okay. $500 a month to sustain the same kind of lifestyle that you have been living. Okay. With inflation. And we're going to come back to that. You guys, it is an estimate that 70 million working Americans have a side income. Okay. This is not a new concept. This is something that people are doing. People want extra added revenue, extra income so that they can do those extra things. In this case, it's not so much extra. This is just to maintain the lifestyle you've been living. Okay. This is not a new idea. Who on here was a part of ZYIA back in 2020 during those months of March through April? Anyone on here? Were we here during that time? For anyone that was not a part of ZYIA during that time, again, it wasn't a secret. During COVID, we saw a lot of people picking up additional side incomes. They were looking for different jobs. They can work from home. They were looking for additional income. What happened when this whole thing was kind of put in motion is our company during March and April of 2020, we in volume and number of orders were up 400%. Okay, can you imagine? Like 400%. Who on this call? Okay, I see a lot of people were part of that. Pretty crazy, right? Like, holy cow, it was insane times. It literally, we doubled and then we doubled again. Like, it was just massive. Okay, and that was all because people were jumping in. They were like, well, I need additional income. I can do this from home. All number of reasons, whatever. But our company grew a lot. All right. So now, looking at our current economy, where we're at with everything, industry experts are now projecting another massive surge in network marketing, okay, in the next 12 to 24 months. All I can say is let's be ready. Let's be prepared. Let's talk about this opportunity. Let's share this business because it can change lives. It is a huge blessing. And when we're equipped to talk about it and share it, it makes a huge impact, okay? Let's have our boats in the water, because if this happens again, which it's going to, according to experts looking at the industry, looking at our economy, get ready. We are going to have a massive surge in growth again, okay? All right, so just keep that. That's kind of like, put it on the back burner there, but I want to kind of set the precedent of why we're even talking about this, why this is so, so important, that we feel comfortable and confident in doing this. Let me see if I can shut off my, hold on. I'm going to try to quit my messages and see if that, and if not, I think I can silence this, you guys, because I don't think it's going. Okay, I think I silenced it. Let's see if that stops the digging. All right, you guys, let's get into the first one. And like I said, I'm going to jump around a little bit. If you have extra questions, put them in the comments and I will answer them as well. All right. We hear this a lot when people are looking at it. You know, people are shopping around right now. Let's be honest. They're looking at multiple different direct selling companies. Social selling is all the rage right now. People are going to do their research. Well, should I go here? Should I go here? Let's talk about why they should be right here. Let's talk about what sets our company apart from the rest, and why you want to share those things with people so they feel comfortable being in this place. All right. I hear it all the time. Is this market, is it oversaturated? What? Oh, that did not work. I'm still getting dings, you guys. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can. I don't know. Maybe I know what I can do. You guys. I'm going to just mute, because I don't need to hear anything there. You guys can still hear me, okay, right? As long as you guys can hear me, all right? I think that'll silence my dinging going on. You guys hear me? Close I did do that. Okay, good. We're good. I did close messages and it's still dinging. So, okay, as long as you can hear me, we're good. All right. So again, timing, competition, these are all things. Is it oversaturated? Let's be honest, you guys, looking at network marketing, the activewear market is not very present, right? Like, we're so lucky. Look at all the different companies, all the different competition that exists within supplements, skincare, nutrition, workouts, all of it. There are so many to choose from. There is massive amounts of competition. Then you look at activewear, and we're sitting pretty darn well, you guys. So I always like to mention that with people too. Look at who's entering, new companies coming in. It's not activewear, okay? So keep that in mind. The other thing, this product that we're selling, you guys, in 2022, activewear, you guys, is it is a $421 billion industry. Like, wrap your head around that for a second. It is projected that in 10 years down the road, in 2032, that the industry will be a $779 billion industry. That's nearly double. Okay. So what does that say? We're not going anywhere, you guys. We're fashion, we're clothing. Yes, our products will shift and change. You've probably already seen it. Look what I'm wearing. Okay. We're going to move with the trends. Of course, we're going to see more athleisure, more different pieces that you can intertwine with things, not just workout wear. But my point is, We are a very, very strong industry that is not slowing down. We are only growing. We are only getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay. And the other thing that I love about our company, so many of the companies I'm seeing entering the marketplace, they're kind of quick fixes, I guess, if I'm saying it like that. I feel like some even are monopolizing on the post COVID. Okay, this is going to give you better mental whatever. And I think there's something to be said there. As great as those can be, they're kind of trendy, I feel like. And I think that looking at a long-term projection here, I don't know if those products will be as successful in 3 years, 4 years, whatever. I don't know. And I'm not going to say if they will be, but for me, I know this industry is strong. It's stable. It's not going anywhere. Our products evolve, but the clothing industry is pretty darn strong last time I checked. I think it's also, people, when they say oversaturated, do people know about it? That is what I literally use when I'm talking to a customer about this brand. And if they want to partner up, I tell them, go ask people, see if anyone has heard of this brand. Go talk to people, talk to friends, family, people you run into. Ask them if they've ever heard of ZYIA. Usually they come back and say, no, they haven't heard of it. You're like, we're so little, you guys. We're not even on the map yet. And I feel like that really puts into perspective for people when they come back and they're like, yeah, no one knows of it. I'm like, well, have fun. You have a huge opportunity then. Now, there are times if maybe there's other reps and you're from a very small town and you have other reps local that they're like, oh no, everybody knows about it here. Then that opens up another opportunity to talk about, well, I don't want to be mean, but you're thinking really small if you were just focusing on your immediate friends and family in your neighborhood. Okay. Let's go way bigger. Let's expand that. Let's get outside of that circle and talk about the business opportunity that is massive outside of that immediate circle. Okay. So there's so much opportunity to talk about this with people. But that's usually what I go. That's my go-to. Talk to people, do your research. I always tell people, do your research. Don't just jump into this. Like, take some time, make sure it's a good fit. Go through those steps. You don't ever want someone just jumping in blindly. And, I want them equipped. I want them to feel good. And if that means you take months to research, do that. Okay. Social media is infinite. Absolutely. It's just, there's no end. And you go down that route and ask if people have ever heard of ZYIA. Like, there's so many people have never heard of this company. It's pretty darn awesome. All right. Let's see what else. Okay. Isn't it better to sell a consumable product? We hear this a lot too. All right. At least I hear it from other companies really pushing that idea. Well, it's a consumable product. You guys, I know that this is a good fit for me here because I love the fact that we are a non-subscription product. We're a non-consumable product. We're fashion. Okay. We're not sitting here saying, oh, you might want to go check with your doctor before you buy our product. We're not talking about ingredients and this and that, before and after, all that stuff. Although our light and tights, that's another story. There is some before and after that happened there, but that is not the point here. What I'm saying is we are fashion. If you like it, then you buy it. We're not having to do all those things and intertwining health and all that stuff in it. Okay. I love that. That's how I know it's a good fit. Now, if people want that side of it, great. Maybe ZYIA isn't the spot for them, but for me, I love that part of it. That's super fun, stress-free. And that's an important element for me. I love that about it. What else? All right. With our weekly launches, you guys, going back to the fact that we are a non-subscription, non-consumable product, we are not waiting to introduce or sell a product after they have used that product up. Okay. And we are also not something that we're relying on a subscription where people have to sign up or a membership fee or anything like that to buy our product. We are able to bring them new products every single week. Okay. This is huge. This far surpasses the monthly subscription or the consumable product where, a couple months down the road, you ask if they want to buy it again. Every single week we have product launches. This is a huge differentiator that sets us far apart from other companies, you guys. Make sure that when you're talking about this business, people know that. Every time every time I bring that up, it's like, what? Like they take a double take. You what? How do you do that even? I don't know how you do it, how they manage to do that. But it is such an amazing experience for our customers and an incredible opportunity for us as reps. We always have new products to promote. We always have new things to share. It's amazing. I was sitting at my daughter's softball practice last night, and it was really ironic, but I was sitting there working on the training for today, and the girl sitting across from me, my new friend, she was like, "Are you working on ZYIA?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm working on my training." And so she started asking questions. She didn't know what the training was about, that we were talking about all the questions about ZYIA. But she started asking me certain things about, what's it required? What do you have to sell each month? And shipping and this and that. And everything that she asked me, and when I responded, she was like, "Oh." And she said it multiple times. She's like, "You guys are so lucky. Oh, wow, that's amazing." And it made me think, I'm like, this is exactly what I am talking about. So many of these things people don't know. We assume because we may know a lot of the answers to these, but we assume other people do. They don't. And so much of this sets us apart, you guys. I mean, she was like, and she did network marketing as well. So she was kind of comparing, and everything that she had asked, and I commented back. She's like, "Oh, wow, that's amazing." And I'm like, yeah, it is. It is. I just thought it was funny. I was like, it was perfect timing in this. All right, you guys. What kind of comp plan is I? This is a huge one. And this is where we all like freeze up. I don't know how many times I had to message customer service when I get this question over and over. People are like, "Are you binary or are you unilevel?" I'm like, "Oh, let me get right back to you." I had no idea. This network marketing is all new for me. Okay. So I've been learning over the last 5 years. Basically what you need to know if someone asks you this question, ZYIA is a unilevel comp plan. Okay. What that means, we are simple. We have no cap. We can grow as wide as we want. There's just a lot of, I think, benefits more so in just the simplicity factor. Let's go back to that first number that we talked about, right? Let's say that we need that extra $500 a month. We need that extra $500 for whatever reason. If we're just maintaining our current lifestyle, I love the fact that I know let's say I just enrolled. I enrolled today. I'm a rep. I have not rate advanced, nothing. I know that if I need to make an extra $500 a month, I need to sell $1,800 worth of product. That's it. That's very simple. Okay. And that's just at the very base of it. Okay. So I like knowing with our compensation plan, the way it is set up, if you have a number in mind that you need to make, there's not guessing. It's numbers. You sell this much, you make 28% if it's over $1,000. Okay. So really simplistic in that form. I love the control we have over it. We're not being placed somewhere in a team. We get to make the choice who we enroll with. We get to build our teams how we want, versus binary, where you're kind of put in there. You don't have as much choice in that. There's only two main legs. So you can study up a little bit more on that, but just know we are unilevel. There are a lot of perks with that. And just the simplicity of our comp plan, I love that. I like to share that. I like to talk about it so people know. People want to know, what do I have to do? This is what I need. What do I have to do? Well, here's what you have to do. You sell the product, and there's so many ways you can do it. Okay. So keep that in mind. Love that. Hold on. Now I've done it. Hold on. Let me get my, oh, okay. I'm back. Yep. So simple. Totally is. Coast to coast immediately. Didn't expect that. Yeah. You can grow so big, so fast and so big when you get outside of that circle. That's for sure. All right. Okay. Here's a fun stat for you. ZYIA reps earn 3 to 4 times the industry average. They are paid 3 to 4 times more in commission than the industry average. That's kind of cool, right? All right. You should know what the retention rates are for both customers and reps. For reps, per the DSA, direct sales average is 55%. Okay. Oh, there's Peanut. In ZYIA, our retention rates for reps is 76%. This is huge. I love sharing this number because it shows the culture. It shows what's happening inside of our company. It shows your experience as a rep. When you have a 76% retention rate, which is amazing, that shows what is happening within the company. All right, customers, industry average for athletic wear, 60% repeat customers. Okay, not bad, pretty darn good. In ZYIA, the customer reorder rate in 12 months is 80%. That's unreal. Like, that is so amazing. And I think of, my own customer base. When I started 5 years ago, the customers that I started that supported me at the very beginning of my launch of my business, they're still ordering. Like, that says something, right? Like, how amazing is that? When you have a product that people come back and back and back for, it's incredible. And again, this all ties in with the whole idea of it has to be a consumable product and this and that. I'm like, no, look at what is happening. Look at our orders again and again. Our customers come back and back and back, and we have opportunities for them to come back every single week. All right. So keep that in mind. Retention rate. I think those are really, really cool numbers to share. All right. This is a good one, you guys. Is this a pyramid scheme? I'm trying not to roll my eyes right now. Welcome to 2022, you guys. First of all, pyramid schemes are illegal. Can we get that out there for people that ask that? And I think people go back to this because of, direct sales companies. We have a tiered compensation plan. We do. And I think that ties in with it. They automatically, what's pyramid scheme? Tiered compensation plan, pyramid scheme. Pyramid schemes are illegal. And pyramid schemes also rely on, they're not collecting money for a product, okay? They're collecting investors to recruit more investors. Last time I checked, we sell activewear and we make money off what we sell. We are not paying out. We're not paying people for bringing on more enrollments. We are getting paid for what we are selling. We are getting paid for our product we sell. 80% of all of our sales are from customers, you guys. That's another great stat to keep in mind. 80% are from customers. I think it's so interesting though, because I feel like no matter how, again, this is the new norm. Social selling, using direct sales as the channel to sell, all of these things, side income. I'm always like, aren't we past this? Is this question still coming up? And no, we're not past it. The question is still coming up. So to just arm yourself with the basic knowledge. I mean, pyramid schemes, there's no genuine product or service that they're getting paid for. We sell activewear and we make commissions off of what we sell. So keep that in mind as you get questions about this. And I love another question that usually follows up this one. I know we all get it. Is this a pyramid scheme? Do I have to grow a team for this? And I'm always like, no, you don't have to grow a team. I have so many people that have come on and they're like, I don't really want to grow a team. I just want to sell the product. I'm like, great, do that. You can come on, you can enroll same day, your website's up, you can sell the product, and you are going to make 20 to 28% commission off everything you sell. Go back to that number. Someone signs up, they need $500 extra dollars. You have to sell $1,800 worth of product. You can do that the same day and boom, you've just earned $500. Okay. So that question probably won't go anywhere. It will always be lingering around, and that is okay, but we want to know how to answer it. Okay. Let's see. Now I am not as organized with this part because I have questions all over the place. So I'm going to try to get to all of them. How are we doing on time? Going a little longer. Okay. Cost, you guys. I think these, and again, add anything else that you guys are hearing. I always get, are there membership fees? Are there subscriptions? Are there cancellation fees? Are there monthly quotas? What's the catch? People are like, well, what is it? I always share the 3 numbers. I don't share these right off the bat. Like if you're just opening up your conversation, I don't share these right off the bat. I try not to even talk about money at all. I want to talk about all the other blessings, the product, all this good stuff before talking about this. But when they ask, you definitely want to know these numbers. Okay. These are important. $200, you're going to earn commission. And this is all US, you guys, I'm talking right here. $200, you're going to earn commission. $600, you're going to get your rep website fee waived. I have been with the company nearly 5.5 years. I have never once had to pay my rep website fee. I share that. I make sure people know that. $1,000 mark, you're going to earn an extra 8% commission. So I always put that $1,000, like that's your goal. That should be a goal for every single person on this call. $1,000 mark, you want to be getting maximum commissions. You get your extra 8% bonus. Okay. And if you're hitting that, you're hitting these other numbers. But make sure when you talk about it, you bring up $200, $600, and $1,000 marks. What happens at each of these, what they want to shoot for. Okay. and make sure that they know you have a couple months to get going on that website fee. They give you a little grace period there. You don't have to hit the $600 right out the gate or even the following month. You have a little grace period there. So make sure they know that too. We talked about repeat customers. Okay, often you'll get questions about the founders. Again, I recommend people do your research. Know who you're jumping in with. I make sure they know the founders. Okay, we have Aaron, we have the Bradleys, the fabulous Bradleys at the core of this company. I try to not go overboard because I want to. I want to just tell them how amazing and fabulous they are and why they are at the root of this company and that's why we're so successful and this, that. I want to go off, but I try to like be professional about it. But I definitely let them know. Aaron and Jeremiah, Aaron, this is her vision. This was her idea. Aaron's married to Jeremiah, who is the chairman of the board. And then we have Brenda and Zach. Zach is the president. Brenda does a lot of the design work. I'd let them know, just give them an overview. They don't need to know their whole life story, but I definitely, some of these other companies, I'm not going to name any names. There's some crazy, crazy things that go on with the history of these companies. Do your research. You don't have to say anything. Just tell them, do your research. Look into the founders. Look into the history of the company. A lot of times we see companies say, oh, this is ground level opportunity. We're a brand new company. And then you research it, you dig in, you're like, oh no, you're not a new company at all. You've actually gone under multiple times. You rebrand, you rename. And every time you do, you announce your brand new company. Okay. Do your research. Have people take the time and look into it. It is so important. Know who's at the root of that company and make sure they know who is at the root of ours. I'm trying to go fast here. What is ZYIA's financial situation? You guys, nothing in this whole, everything we talked about in our economy, what's going on, there's so much uncertainty, things are feeling unstable, people are scared. Guess what? We know ZYIA is stable. This company isn't going anywhere, you guys. I mean, the fact we have zero debt. Anyone new on this call that didn't know that? We have zero debt in our company. Unreal. I share that. I love to share that. We are so financially stable that when things happen in our economy, if a recession hits, whatever, our company's strong. And I love that. That gives me peace of mind. And I like to share that. I like to know that. It takes away that fear. So keep that in mind when you're sharing this for sure. It's a product. The product itself, that could be a whole other training. People often compare it. Well, is it like Lululemon? What is this? And I say, yeah, it is like Lululemon. I mean, let's be honest. Erin Bradley loved Lululemon and wanted to kind of model a lot of the products off of that, but she loved it so much. But guess what? We have same quality. We are at a much lower, well, at least in the US, a lower price point. And we have way more products to choose from. So I always put those three things out there for them. Like, oh, you like Lululemon? Okay, here's the light and tight. Go put that on your body. You'll never go back. I mean, I'm very direct with that. I'm like, just go put this on. Have fun with that. And guess what? You have a new customer for life. Okay. I'm like, oh, this is lower price point, same quality, more options for you, like all those things. Okay. So use that especially if they're an existing customer or love Lulu. Sorry, I'm totally missing. I'm totally missing comments. I might have to go back, you guys, just for time's sake, because it's 11 o'clock. We're at 30 minutes right now, but I'll go back and answer these. Okay, how do you sell? I love talking about this too, because there's so many options, right? Some people are comfortable. They don't want to be around people in person. They just want to do it online. Great. You can do that. Some people are like, I don't have social media. I don't like it. I don't want to do that. I'm not comfortable with it. Great. Be in person. Like, you can run this so many ways. I like to promote doing a hybrid. I like to say, let's combine them. I have found the most success personally doing that when I do both. Okay. Do your in-persons, do your events, do your pop-ups, do your online boutiques, all of it, do your VIP groups, all that stuff, combine them. You're going to be unstoppable. Let's see here. Another one. And you guys add more. If you've got more questions that you got outside of these, put them in there and I'll go back and answer them. I have no experience in any of this. How I learn how to run my business. I hear that a lot. Hello, that was me. I'd never done sales, never done direct sales, knew nothing about the product, hadn't even tried ZYIA. Okay. So I get it. I get that feeling. I'm like, I don't know how to do this. And I did take a little bit of my sweet time, but that's okay. Let people know that you don't have to know how to do it. We are here. We have this community. We will train you. We will teach you. Then you say, well, I don't know about these products. There's so many products. What do I do? It's okay. We have references. You will learn them. Just give people that peace of mind. You don't have to know how to do it. And sometimes what happens out of that is people adopt a whole new way of doing the business, which I think is super cool to see. So that is how I answered that one. I will quote Blair Sells when I answer the next one. I can't afford the enrollment costs. How can I do this? And Blair said it best when she said, if you can't afford the enrollment costs, you can't afford not to do this. Keep the focus. If people are going into it like that, and I know because that was me too. I couldn't afford the enrollment costs. You guys, if I'm being brutally honest here, I put the enrollment cost, which I think was $4.95 at the time, and I put it on a credit card. My last credit card that wasn't completely maxed out. So I get that fear. I understand that. And you know, I just had to make first and foremost, I got to pay this back. I got to pay this back. Let people know when you are joining, when you're going to dive into this, we don't want just your enrollment kit to be paid back. Yes, that will happen. And we have all the blue moon stuff. Like there's so many ways. Anyway, break down the commission with them so they know exactly what they need to sell to earn that back. And with the bonuses, don't forget all that. But put it in terms of this is so much more than that. You're not just buying a kit here. Okay. Like we want to have a long-term income. Okay. We want this to be so much bigger than that. So I think sometimes people enter it with a little bit of a smaller vision. Like, what if I can't pay this back? No, let's make sure they know what they need to do to pay that back, but then what they need to do to get their business going and so much more than that, so much beyond that. Okay. Let's see. And I think just two more and then I'll wrap it up as we're totally now officially over time. Do I have to keep inventory? Do I have to deal with shipping? This is such an important one. And I mean, I knew when I joined, I had two little girls at the time. I'm like, I'm not going to the post office. I think something people don't always know, we have drop ship. Okay. All you have to do is share your website link. People order from there and it ships directly to the warehouse or directly from the warehouse. That's awesome. We do not have a whole room. I mean, yes, we have our samples. I need to be careful how I say that, as I definitely have a room of ZYIA, but you do not have to do that. You have a few samples to share for people to try. You do not have to keep inventory and go live and sell each piece or have people over and, or drop ship it, whatever you want to do. You don't have to do that. You get orders through your rep website. The warehouse ships to your customer. You don't have to have your party closed. It ships directly to them. Amazing. Game changer. So awesome that we do this, but make sure people know that. Okay. Product warranty. Is there any sort of product warranty? And this is my last one, you guys. I'm sure there's more. Hello. We have our Blue Moon guarantee, which, I mean, how incredible is that we stand behind our product at that level? You have a full year. If anything happens, you get your money back, get a new product, whatever. That to me puts so much confidence behind our product, not just for us as reps, but for our customers. It takes that pressure away. A lot of these pieces, if they're making an investment in a great pair of leggings, they want to know if something happens to them that they're covered. And I love that. So make sure to share that as well. You guys, that was so much. I just covered so many things, so many questions. But I think these are so important. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to talk about this stuff. I want you to share it. And that's going to be your homework. Okay. Oh, good. You're pumped and ready to go. I know some of you might be at a point too, and I'm seeing this a lot. I've talked to so many of you who have taken a little bit of time off, right? Maybe life got crazy and, you haven't been able to dedicate the same time to your ZYIA business. You've taken a step back. Guess what? Now's a really amazing time to get it up and going again. Relaunch your business, dive back in. There's so many amazing things happening because of this company. The opportunity is huge. This can be a game changer, life-changing situation. Don't be scared to share it. Don't be scared to talk about it. And that's going to be your homework. Put some of the stuff out there. People don't know it. We think people know it. They don't. They don't dig in. They don't do research like that. They don't do the homework. And I wouldn't expect them to. I don't know another company's compensation plan. So share it, get it out there, put it on social media, have discover calls, do whatever you need to do, have that conversation with that person that you know. I mean, I didn't even know that the girl I was talking to last night, she just started asking questions. And I'm thinking, these are questions I should be putting out there. Okay, so she would know this. So keep that in mind. Keep sharing this, you guys. If you've got more questions or you want to add anything to how you approach any of these, please let me know. Put them in the comments. And we'll go from there. And I apologize, I totally did not get to all your questions, but I think we'd be here a little while. So keep them coming though, and I will answer. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Tomorrow is the last launch of the month. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be a good one. I mean, I hope so. It's the last launch of the month. But have a good day, you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.